Jesus, my arm! Eh. Hey, look, guys, now that the PS4 is finally out, I can afford a PS3! Again. Right, so what's the story behind this thing? Well, as you know, I did used to have a PS3, but like many people, were completely unsatisfied with it. Right, although I was pretty much unsatisfied the whole time, even though the PS3 ended up becoming good, like, post-2010. Anyways, so since I got the PS4, obviously I have PS Plus, because I want to enjoy online gameplay with Watch Dogs. Have you seen that multiplayer trailer? It looks freaking awesome. Anyways, because of that, obviously with all the free games, I started building up a backlog of PS3 games, ironically. So, now that I actually have quite a number of digital games to play, I decided, get a PS3 again. Games are free, and well, I'll try to live through my complaints. One of the major complaints was the DualShock 3, but because I heard you could use the DualShock 4 on this, provided you just plug it into the USB port, hey, I probably have a long enough micro USB cord somewhere, and yeah, the UI, I guess I'll live with, considering I can, or you're only on it for a few seconds at a time. Installing games, well, nothing really I can do about that. Anyways, so as you can see, it's obviously the big old launch model, 60GB one, from way back when. Why did I get this? It was cheap. Yeah. And actually, I'm going to be lucky in finding a cheap one with the box as well. And plus, since this is going to have to take the spot of my PS2, considering how little space I have, even though I was trying to accommodate for future expansions, yeah, I wanted to get an original one that has full backwards compatibility. That way, I can take the spot of my PS2, and I don't have to worry about which games work and don't. Even though I could probably just hack a later one, but that would probably be harder, since security on PS3 is actually pretty good. And it's probably why you don't see many hacks for it, compared to the 360. You got JTAG, RTH, list goes on. Anyways, box. Here's the front. Here's the side. Here's the back. I know my god's got a heck of a lot of words. Right. See all these games right pending, yeah. Don't know if any of them are good or not. Obviously, it's just from way back in the day when you actually knew if PS3 games were good or not. Mostly bad. Anyways, Region 1. Not that mattered, because Sony actually made it optional for developers to put region coding, and they didn't! Huzzah! Actually, I believe there's a whole one PS3 game that actually has region encode. I remember that being in the gaming news because it was such a big thing, and people realizing PS3 actually has region protection. Yeah, that was a surprise. Other than that, the only time region protection is going to come in and bite you in the butt is if you're watching a DVD or Blu-ray from another region, or just DVD. I'm not sure how they're handling the Blu-rays. Anyways, here's all of this funky stuff that the PS3 has. Quite a bit, actually. And it's powered by Java, apparently. I'm not sure if that's only because of the whole other OS that Sony dubiously removed. Anyways, not much here to witness, fortunately. Thank you, simplistic design. We don't have to dabble a whole lot on the box. And because it's only a last generation console, I'm pretty sure people know what the box looks like. I like the retro stuff. Anyways, here's what is included. Got system, controller, AC adapter, AV cable, Ethernet, USB, a whole bunch of other stuff repeated in other languages. Yeah, if you could see here. As per Sony tradition, they of course have to include AV cables, but HDMI. It's the superior way to go. Wait, actually I'm going to have to use components on this because HDCP is encrypted. I don't think they care about removing it off the PS3 like they did for the PS4. Because no one's really complained since we have the component. But hey, one never knows. Anyways, let's get into this thing. Ooh. It's even got instructions on the flap on how to take out your system. Marvelous. Anyways, let's see. Got a couple controllers. Yeah, obviously if you could tell that pause, I did not know this happened. Jesus. What the heck happened to this? Well, anyway, here's a standard controller of the 6-axis variety, not DualShock 3. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could find the part in there. Either or it's the lousy 6-axis. I could get a DualShock 3 for cheap. It actually has rumble and all that. Yeah. This one actually has L2. Or is that R2? Yeah, R2 it's missing. But yeah. Fairly light. Standard 6-axis controller. We don't really like it. Wireless controller, yeah. Needless to say, that one's probably going to go into the trash if I can't fix it. The other one I'll probably save, but I'm going to be using DualShock 4s with it. I have to possibly get a second one. USB. Oh dear. Wow, he actually included an Ethernet cable, but yet composite. Whatever. It's another PS composite cable I'll never use. Unless I possibly get a PS1. And I'll have no choice. Power cord. PC power supply cord. Oh yeah. I thought these used the, 2 circular prongs like the PS4, PS2, 1, later 3s, but no, they actually used this at first. Oh well. At least it comes with it. But hey, it's as common as Ethernet cords. In my house, they are incredibly common. Anyways, time now for the cream of the crop. The actual big fatty itself. Actually, I'm going to put this to one side because there's more gubbins in the back. I don't know why I said gubbins. Never said that. Let's see. PlayStation Underground. Huh. I didn't think they were still around. Well, hey, this thing is from 2006, 2007, so maybe they are, maybe they're not. Rest in peace, Nintendo Power. That's the only reason I was thinking, or questioning why they were around or not. How they rate games. We all seen this. Unless you're a parent, and you're pretty stupid and don't bother to look, and then blame video games for childhood violence and all that stuff. Warzone, I don't know, it looks like some sort of credit card advertisement. Yeah, who'd have guessed? Manuals! Official, paperworky. Yeah, wow, these actually look exactly the same as the PS2 one. What's this? Quick reference. If you're gonna have a manual and call it quick reference, I don't think you want it to have it be a frickin' inch thick. And what do we have in here? A game. Grand Theft Auto 4. Yeah, that's going straight on eBay. Mostly because I don't play the Grand Theft Auto games. And also, whilst I don't play them, I remember, when was this? A few months ago, there was this Rockstar sale on Steam. And unfortunately, incredibly low prices took my money on games I'll probably never play. So if I am going to ever play it, I have this game on Steam. I should probably at least try it, so I don't feel like I wasted my money on nothing. Although, if I remember correctly, the PC version of Grand Theft Auto 4 was presumably shit. So maybe I will give this version a try before I put it up on eBay. Or just give it to someone. I actually remember looking at the prices, and this game is incredibly cheap. Unlike Grand Theft Auto 5. Probably because 5 is still new. And it doesn't have its online being shut down in a week. And what's in there, just trash. Anyways, we can move that away now. And here's the PS3 itself. Which is basically the size of a condo. Ooh, all wrapped up, all nice. Let's see. It's almost like the Xbox One, except with white paper instead of black. Oh dear Jesus. Yeah, I still can't lift this thing with one hand. Right. Guess I'll have to just reveal it this way. Come here, you. Yeah. Here we go. Luxury of luxury. Yeah, I had to say that. Admittedly, the PS3 is probably the highest quality console you'll ever find. Sony put out all the stops with this. And because of that, it cost them dearly. Yeah, if you remember that insanely high launch price. Even at that insanely high launch price, they did lose quite a bit of money. They lost like, I think, $300 in every PS3 they manufactured or sold. Either or, got nice chrome. Later ones just had plastic. Chrome, 4 USB ports, hard drive bay, and back we're all familiar with. See, power, HDMI, no wait. Power, AV, digital out, LAN, HDMI. I think they actually reversed this and this on later revisions, but I don't really care. This thing's a little sharp. But hey, this is the definition of quality. Too bad they don't make them like this anymore. Well, if they did, they'd probably go bankrupt. Let's see. Compact flash slot, SD mini SD slot, and memory card Pro slot, for which the PS3 used, not PS3, PSP used. Not sure if it has any other features or what else you can use. What is this, chrome? This strip actually feels colder than the rest of the plastic. So it actually probably is actual real metal, which is probably why this thing weighs an elephant and a ton. But yeah, I am, even though I never, like most people, sort of lost interest in the PS3, I will give Sony credit. This is possibly the nicest bit of gaming hardware ever. Now that the PS4 was nice, it pales in comparison to the original PS3. Right. So what's gonna come next? Well, I suppose I'm gonna plug this thing in and start setting it up. Will I do PS3 reviews? Why I say reviews, game Let's Plays? Well, only PS3 LPs I will do are going to be those exclusive to the console. Because let's face it, I think we all know multiplats are shit on the PS3. Except for Final Fantasy. Only because I think it was developed for the PS3 and then Microsoft threw money at Square Enix and said, here, port it. So yeah, that actually had a little bit of a backwards development compared to all the other multiplats. Either or, this is an incredibly nice unit. And now, let's play.